Before starting my speech, I suggest to do something together. Clap. It is good for your health. Also, relieve my tension. Let's do the clap. Follow the music. Yeah, very well. Thank you for warm welcoming. Good afternoon, Mr. Toastmaster and fellow Toastmaster. Today is a very special day for me because it is beginning of my Toastmaster journey. Yes, Icebreaker. Yeah, I would like to introduce myself about me and my family and what brought me to here now. First of all, I'm very happy to introduce myself to everyone. I will show about me and my family. My name is Sang-min Lee. I know it is very hard to pronunciation, so you just call me Sang-min or Lee, anything, I don't care. I'm from Korea, especially South Korea, not North Korea. If I'm a North Korean, I can stand here. Yeah, as you know, yes. And I graduated from Republic Korea Naval Academy in 2007 and commissioned ensign in the same year. And after that, I have been working in the Navy for 11 years. And if you are good at math, you can easily calculate and estimate my age. Yeah. Last June, I came here at MPS to get a master's degree in physics. So 1 year left to graduate from now. Yeah, those are my story, and shift gear to my family story. I live in La Mesa house area with my beautiful wife and a cute 7 years and 4 years boys. I married in 2009. I met my wife when I was in elementary school. My wife and I, we were a friend and we fell in love at first sight. But it did not last longer. At that time, I believe first love doesn't come true. How do elementary school students think like that? I don't know. Yeah, we met again in 2009. And we noticed we are a perfect couple. So 3 years later, we married. Yeah, now we are a very happy life in here. And my family like traveling. So every weekend, my kids say, "Daddy, we want to go somewhere." So I have to go somewhere every weekend. So I can't take a rest on the weekend in my house. But I'm happy because when I come back to my country, I can spend much of my time with my family because of my duty. As you know, Navy officers have to work on the ship, and every time I have to go to the sea to protect my nation and to the world. Yeah. And so these 2 years in USA is very precious time for me. And next, I want to talk about what brought me to here, Toastmaster Club. The main purpose of joining this club is I want to speak well in front of many people and build a strong leadership. Also, I want to improve my English skill. As you know, English is my second language. So before I came here, I already know about the Toastmaster Club in Korea. I also participated in the club as a guest. It was my first impression of the Toastmaster Club was very impressive because most of the members speak very well, confidently, and also their speech were organized and speaker attracted people into their stories. So I really want to join the club, but due to my lack of my time, I can't do that. When I arrived in MPS, one of the one of the Toastmaster members advertised this club. So I decided to join this club, and now I'm speaking in here now. So I'm very happy. So please help me to be a good speaker, good leader, and English speaker. Now I would like to wrap up my first speech. Before finishing my speech, please remember one thing. My name is Sang-min Lee from South Korea. Yeah, thank you.
Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and especially Sang-min Lee from South Korea. What a wonderful way to introduce yourself to the club. And congratulations on no clutching at all unnecessarily before giving your first speech at the club. I think you have done a wonderful job meeting the main objective of the Icebreaker, introducing yourself to the club and starting speaking in front of the audience. Out of a lot of notes I have taken during your speech, I have chosen 3 things which I think you excelled at especially. First of all, connection to the audience. You tricked us into clapping at the very beginning. It was so funny, exciting. You involve us in the joint activity altogether, so we liked you from the moment you started talking to us. I really like the way you kept the eye contact with the audience. I was watching it especially closely because it's some of the things we'll learn here at the club, and you're already very good at it. Maybe you favoring your left side a little bit more than the right side, just as I'm doing it right now, but I'm forcing myself into looking into these wonderful faces as well. I really like the way your presence at the lectern. Again, you're just started speaking in front of the audience, at least in your second language, English, and you're already very good. I could see there were notes, which meant to me that you have prepared. Right? But you didn't lean onto it very heavily. And there was just a little stumbling in the middle of your speech. And I remember I stumbled a lot, I still do. And I always tend to apologize after doing it. And you did. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for doing it. And the third thing is your language. Yes, there is an accent, just as all of us who are non-native English speakers have this accent. But your language was very well understandable. I could understand every word you said. You also used simple but very powerful construction. There was nothing oversimplified or overcomplicated. And I really like your, as for example, shifting gears. Very powerful image. And I really like that you incorporated non-verbal means into your speech, like as for example, Icebreaker. I have several suggestions, a very small one. Watch your hands. And I'm doing it a lot. Don't trust, you do it. So just think about gestures. You can replay this one. Also, your speech was a mosaic of different pieces about your life, which is very understandable about the Icebreaker. When you prepare your next speech, think about a single message you can deliver here and organize your speech around. Your main feature as a speaker, which I especially like, is your sense of humor and your smile. Keep it up, and I look forward to your future speeches.